Hey everyone, how's it going? Yes, I am back with another video. Hope everyone's doing well. This is more of the stuff that I have gotten over the last X amount of months. I still got a pile of stuff to go through and everything. I actually did this video last week after I did the one I posted, and somehow it got screwed up and deleted, so I have to do it over again. If there's anything in here that I've already showed, because I had already put all that stuff away, forgive me. I dragged it all back out. So here we go again. Um, I had this stuff. It runs the gamut: vinyl, CDs, DVDs, memorabilia stuff. So I guess with that, see what else is going on. I don't know if I mentioned it, but Venus and Mars is getting the half-speed master treatment in March. And Friday Music is now going to release for the first time on vinyl Ringo Starr's Live at Soundstage. I think it comes in a burgundy, or you can get a gold vinyl. So that's out for pre-order now. I think that's about it for news-wise. So I am going to start with this. Got this for Christmas. Because you're in the process, or I was in the process of packing stuff up because we were planning on moving, you know, last summer. I have a bunch of stuff that's packed, and I got a bunch of records I want to clean. And my daughter was kind enough to pick this up for me. It's no different than the yellow one, other than it's blue and has a Beatles sticker on it. But I don't know where I packed my other one. And like I said, I have some records I want to get cleaned. At the fest in Chicago last year, Frida Kelly was there, and I was happy to get this good old Frida poster signed by her, and I also got the DVD signed by her. I think I picked this up before the fest, but yeah, I picked those up. The other DVD I got, I don't know much about it. It's just I picked it up one day on a Whatnot show. But it is called John Lennon the Messenger. I have no idea what it is. I'll find the time eventually to check it out, but it's a 2-disc set. Might as well start with some vinyl. I picked this up because the one I have was one of the last records in my collection from my original flood from way back in the 90s. So I finally got a copy of this. And I'm not going to open all of these, but it's just the Parlophone issue. But I was glad to pick that up. That's one more off my list. I also picked this up, Beatles Greatest, which I'm not 100% sure if this one's France, Holland. Guess I should open all of these and had them out. But it's a Parlophone label from somewhere. I don't know, Sweden. But I have a German copy of this, but there's a skip in the vinyl. This I picked up on a Whatnot auction. Got it for $10. It's the black vinyl version. I already had the red vinyl version, but for $10, I'm not going to complain considering what they were charging for it. Um, This one is a Mexican copy. It's got a really heavy sleeve, but yeah, it's a Mexican copy of Real Music. What does it say in the spine? La Música de Peculias. Beats me. But the other reason I picked this up, honestly, was because there's the label, the book's in there. There are two different inner sleeves to this album, and I didn't know this till recently. Which everybody, usually this is on both sides. But on this copy, this is the other side. And the other copies of Real Music I have, this is on both sides. So it was a bonus. It was, different pressing that I didn't have, but also the inner sleeve was the one I didn't have. Only reason I found out there was two is that we were going through my brother's record collection, and we were checking records to see if there was any he needed to replace. And when we got to that one, I was looking at the inner sleeve. I said, that doesn't look right. But I didn't really need this. I already have one. I picked this up. Same thing from Whatnot. It's a promotional copy. It's a blank back. In actuality, I picked this up for, believe it or not, $5 from one of my favorite sellers on there. So that one's going to go somewhere else. I did pick up the 2 LPs, 145 one-hand clapping, which a lot of these I haven't opened because I have the CDs. Record Store Day, would it have been April of last year, of 2024? I did pick up the Glow in the Dark Lennon Mind Games LP or EP. And then later on, I picked up the black vinyl. I got these from Adam at Record Crate out in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thanks, Adam. This 12-inch single was not released in the United States. It was released in the UK. But for some reason, Capitol made a promotional copy for Pretty Little Head. And I have the UK 12-inch, but I've never seen this one. I picked this one up. I'm going to have to do a video on 12-inch singles. I have an entire box of them. I did pick up the, 2 LP set of the Mind Games Ultimate Mixes. I think in my last video I showed the meditation mixes. What is this? The 2014 remaster of 33 1/3. I picked up, I think, half of these, and I'm going to open all of them because I do have the George box set. But I'm going to open these. I want to hear them. I usually only play the CDs, but there's another one. It was $10. And then the last vinyl I'm going to show is a Beatles related one. Same thing, came up dirt cheap, $5. Is the Beatlemania soundtrack from the 70s, I think. I want to say. But I've never heard this. I'm curious to see what they sounded like. I'm assuming it was a play. So those are the vinyl pickups. As you all know, I have a short list, and it's a very short list now, of stuff that I'm looking for. And in a previous video, I showed one of these, and I happened to pick up 2 more. So now I'm down to needing only Ringo. But I showed a red John one. I now have the blue, I have a blue Paul. Hong Kong coin purse. And I also picked up a purple George Hong Kong coin purse. So all I'm looking at now is a Ringo, and I have a line on one. I get Ringo, then I have all four of them. Um, the other thing that, and I probably should have took it down, maybe next time. I been working on the green duck pins, which if you know, you know. But there are actually four sets of these in four different colors. And until a few years ago, I didn't realize that they made four different colors. But picked up this one. This one, I don't know if it'll show on the camera, but this one is orange. The writing on it is orange, where it says "I'm a booster." And the orange ones seem to be the hardest ones to find. I also picked up an orange George. And one of the other colors is blue. I picked up a blue Beatles fan club. And I also picked this up from a dealer in, I think it was New Zealand, but it is an original 64 Beatles stick pin, which will go in my jewelry case with all my other Beatles jewelry. Let's do some CDs. I don't know. I think this came in a pile of stuff that I bought at a rough, but how about Beatles lullabies? Hey, picked up One Hand Clapping. I still have not listened to this yet. As my brother says, I'm working on it. I don't know if I showed this one, but I did get Ringo's Crooked Boy. That I have listened to. I love it. Ringo Stars Look Up, which is his latest CD. Had to get that peace symbol in there somewhere. This is a promo CD for George Harrison's Cheer Down. Even if I take this out of the case, it's going to reflect. Just a promo CD single. Julian Lennon's Now You're in Heaven. This is a unofficial copy of Choba BCCP. This actually has 15 songs on it. Once Upon a Long Ago was on here. Simple as That. Thanks from a Friend. I haven't listened to it yet. But all of these came from like $1 whatnot auctions. Promo copy McCartney's My Brave Face. This one. Literally, this one. And I don't think this was released on anything here other than this promo. But how about We Got Married? Then the last CD I got, and I think this cost me $3, is Paul McCartney Off the Ground, The Complete Works. This is a 2 CD set with the album and also all the songs from the CD singles if you didn't happen to get them. I have all the CD singles, but it's nice having them all on one disc. And then the last thing in this video, because it's getting kind of long, I already have these sitting in frames in my hallway. But when this came up, I was very intrigued. And I had to buy it. But these are the Richard Volpe photos. And they're still on their original cardboard insert. All 4 of them are in here. They're still in shrink wrap. It is opened, but it's still in the shrink wrap. But what intrigued me was the card. Yeah, I mean, this was from Capital. All the information's in the bottom corners. But there's actually 2 cards in here, one on each side. I don't know if it's supposed to have 2, but it does. These I'm going to get backed, and they're going to go up on my shelf somewhere. The other thing about these is in the bag that they shipped them in was a receipt from a antique store in Maryland, and the individual that bought these in Maryland paid $28.35 for them in 1995. So I love little stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I already have them. I didn't need them, but in that format, the way they are, I had to have them, so I bought them. On that note, I'm going to end this video. There will be a part 4 and probably a part 5. I think I'm going to throw in some videos for vinyl pickups, CD pickups, stuff like that. As long as there's people out there to watch it. But on that note, I bid you all a fond adieu, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.